Maps are very clear. Angelo, he's got so many up in support. Up in support. Angelo, he didn't need them. Seals it for Al Nassr. Maps are very clear. Angelo.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Now it's Del Piero. McAllister, played out to the right. Dembele looking to run onto it. Oh, that was vital. Cruyff.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Cruyff. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Applies the finish! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Makelele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Deftly away. Either side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Mbappe! That's a shade optimistic. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai. Well, they've got it again. There's the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Ball's gone out of play. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No, he couldn't get hold of it. It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. And that's a throw-in. Does well to stand firm and defend it. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Looking for the run. Picked out. He's had a shot! There it is!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Uzbekistan have penetrated. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance to deliver. Ruben Dias clears it away. Gamba Osaka have it back and can go again.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Pull it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Mbappe. Coming on to replace him is...
And we're off again.
20, Pele.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too...
It's Dembele! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Szoboszlai is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And there's the shot! Oh, what about that? Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
After 55 minutes is number 22, Szoboszlai.
Gamba Osaka grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Can he spark a counter here? And this is Del Piero. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Kukçu cuts it out. Goes for goal! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Number 22, Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai. Substitution in progress.
Uzbekistan choosing to make the first change. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's been cut out, well played. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Del Piero. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet
He's having a go! And that would have won it.
Del Piero really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Corner number 3 coming up. And that should get the job done. That's a good run down the left.
Gamba Osaka surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. Bellingham!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Uzbekistan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's shifting through the gears here.
There will be 3 minutes.
Aimed to beyond the defence. That pass isn't the best. Out for a throw. Szoboszlai. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Abiati. So that's it. It is all over. Gamba Osaka have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Szoboszlai picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I'll say I wouldn't fancy... He's having a go!
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Looking for a runner.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Pelé. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nice defending, physical and effective. Irwin did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Van Basten! Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
And Messi! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Could be danger here. Chance, surely! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Del Piero! And it's a goal! The breakthrough strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That is good alertness. Now, can they get him away? And Cruyff! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Gamba Osaka have themselves a chance from the spot. So this to extend their lead. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
Gamba Osaka are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Donadoni is onto this. Donadoni unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Del Piero, a probing pass.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a goal kick. Zanetti gathers from the goal kick. And here's Mane. That's a shade optimistic. And the first half is done.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Gamba Osaka in control at half-time, 2-0.
Substitution in progress.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well read, nice interception. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now he's got space here. That's good vision. Cruyff is flagged offside. And the pass is intercepted. Best. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is Mateus! And it's skewed away. Oh, he's had a shot! Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. Terrific save by Abbiati. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's made its way to him. Chiellini wins the duel this time. Del Piero with the foul. Maldini. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Quality ball. It's a searching pass. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Can he latch on to this? And that's another good win of the ball. Van Dijk. Van Dijk goes steaming forward. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Zanetti demonstrating his defensive quality there. Danger averted for now. And that's been won straight back. Cafu. Oh, they can break here. Gamba Osaka have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And that's gone loose. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Beckenbauer. And he's got the beating of his man. Great, decent chance! Off the post. Deftly away.
Two added minutes has been
Mane
indicated.
carries the ball down the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Chiellini, and that is as far as it goes. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Del Piero, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
That smoking is only allowed in areas
How do you look back
shown
on the
this
game then,
map.
Jim?
Thank you for
Gamba
your
Osaka
cooperation.
definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he shoots! Has another go! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Barcelona, after 5 minutes, is number 14.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kokchu, in with the challenge. Looking to play him in. Oh, super ball. Pinches it off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And they've got rid. Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a go! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cleared away. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Soboslai. Tries to pass it through. Picks out. He's had a shot! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's in! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to
Oh, shooting chance! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Number 14.
And now he has two. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And he has been fouled there. He's beaten the last man. Bale stood his ground strongly. They get a throw in. Big chance, corner. And that should get the job done. Has a shot!
There will be 3
Now, who's going to be first to this? That'll be a throw. That's travelling a long way. Irwin. Played in by Irwin. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Barcelona are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 20, Bullet. Number 18.
And the action
Ibrahimovic.
is back on the way.
Coming on the field, number 14, George Best. Number 11, Berbatov.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mateus. And it's Szoboszlai. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Nicely aimed pass. Gabriel spots it and intercepts. He's tried one! It's hit the upright. And there's the shot! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Donadoni clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
And it's been given away. Van Dijk is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh no, what has happened here? Takes a shot! It's there! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Kukçu really struggling to influence. Tries from distance. Irwin. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Donatoni. Now he's got space here. He has a look up. He's picked it. Shot a goal! And that's past the post.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Front-footed pressing going on here. That's a sharp pass. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. The message is clear, none shall pass. More and more pressure on the ball here. Donadoni gets into a good position. Irwin could try cutting inside here. Irwin just loves to go forward whenever he can. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To increase the lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
Mateus, very much a man of this moment. Thinks one through.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Summer slide! Off the post! And he's there to belt it away. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Bale, a huge performance, answering the call.
On our shuttle bus service.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland.
And the shot! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Argentina are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. It shoots! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Argentina grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Puskas. Always. And Puskas! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Puskas is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's beaten the last man. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Argentina finding their passes. And that has been slung wide. Played into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Searching pass he's played there. That is a brilliant interception. Del Piero is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Eto'o picks it up out wide. Now who's going to be first to this? Zanetti. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. "15 minutes till half-time. Plays a sharp little ball here. Puskás with the cross. Out to the left it goes. Caught offside that time. Puskás conjures time and space where few can. It's a searching pass. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. He's away! Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Deftly away. It's a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Puskás. That is ended up in no man's land. Here's Rodri.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well timed, excellent interception. And that interception was most necessary. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he is going into that little black book. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Charity fund, Chance in Football. Substitution.
So it's back to business. Khan sends that a long way. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Szoboszlai is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. It's out for a goal kick. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's through, now is he in? And the shot! Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That is good alertness. Now it's Del Piero. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, what a ball! Chance, surely! Goal! Argentina! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Argentina take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's Soboslai. It's a good foot in there.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Pull it. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Lovely close control. And it's Bale. Foot in. Barcelona are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like two...
Puskas! Oh, what about that? Oh, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Shot could takes a shot. Rodri clears. And that's that. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
It's Ibrahimovic! It's run loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. A real chance and a real let-off.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Knocks it into space, and he's on his way! Oh, great defending, that needed doing. And it's Del Piero. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this lad, Dominik Szoboszlai, is someone I'm going to keep an eye on here.
Good effort from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Into the channel. Well read, nice interception. Vieira. Ah, he's given it away. Cruyff! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Argentina. Oh, they could be caught out here. Now then, the ball's come loose. Eto'o. Now it's Bale. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Makaleli can so cleverly bypass the press. Could be danger here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now that is a hefty challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Good running, strong and purposeful. They want to be quick to recover this. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he is going into that little black book. Cannavaro cuts it out.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Mateus, whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And this is Bale. And no, that was never going to make it. Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, he's bustling through here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Del Piero. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Added time.
Now, who's going to be first to this? And the first 45 minutes are up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 23, Eto'o.
Whistle goes and we start the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Cafu, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. A probing pass. And now the breakaway. No, again there's no way through. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Barcelona needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence though able to hold on this time. And it's Bale. Bale driving forwards. Maldini with the slide tackle there. Law showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's a searching pass. Now it's Bale. And he cuts out the supply. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Irwin wins the duel this time. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Not the most convincing of passes. Cafu. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's there to belt it away. Cafu got a long way forward to join the attack. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Pressing high and with purpose. Your impression so far, Jim?
Barcelona are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Cafu. And back to the keeper. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide, and it's Makalele. That's a cute ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He'll fancy himself from here. Bale! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cannavaro goes sliding in. Played into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Finds himself unceremoniously floored. And that was very necessary.
Argentina nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And Del Piero! No mistake! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So it is going to need 30 more minutes, no winner after 90.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
Just a quick request today.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time.
Outside the stadium.
Substitution for Argentina, number 25, Johan Cruyff.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Barcelona did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. Baresi spots it and intercepts. And here's Del Piero. Bale takes a shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. Nice looking ball. And he's intervened well there. And the finish! He scores! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal. And the keeper's given it away. Szoboszlai! Off the post. He's had a shot! Yes! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So now the difference is 3.
There will be 1 minute.
Maldini. And it's Gattuso. Extra time reaches half-time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Oh no, what has happened here? Bale! That's lovely skill. Oh, what's he giving here? Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. To further improve their position of comfort. He has missed it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Cafu, well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, this is worrying, he is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Substitution in progress.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Irwin. Szoboszlai. Oh, nice touch. Mateus did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's Pele! And yes, it's there! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Extra time is number 10.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Pele.
Law,
Pele. There will be
and he
1 minute
thumps it
added
clear.
time.
And that's that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Please turn your
Terrific
attention to the
recovery, a
screen for
really
information
fine
provided
win
by
that,
the
Jim
local
Beglin.
police.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and...
Law! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. He rises! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Del Piero tries to pass it through. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He's going for goal! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Kvaratskhelia actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, good-looking ball. Makaleli conjures time and space where few can. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. But he's cut it out.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He could be in here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Thuram gets it clear. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now, this could be a chance. Nice-looking ball. Pass somewhat off target. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Looking for options for movement. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Zanetti. And it's Del Piero. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's on it, can he get away? And the shot!
Lowe made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Stood up well to him there. Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with his great rival. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Aimed beyond the defence. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
The defender is not giving up on this. Law, Del Piero, and Del Piero! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Del Piero is offering a wry smile there.
Can he get it through? And it's made its way to him. Goes for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Quality ball. Soboslai! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Soboslai. Makaleli tries to play it through. He's found a way through. Shoots! They want to be quick to recover. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And now
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
It's a promising position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He is through here. Cannavaro defending his corner stubbornly. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's got a shot, surely! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mateus really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Taken back almost at once. Still just a single goal between the sides. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, some tackle that. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Knocks it into space. And this is... It's Van Basten! He has done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
He might even be thinking about a pop here, Peter. I'm not sure how wise that might be.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, that's ambitious. Haaland. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever... Tries a shot! Goal! And the comeback is complete!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Kvaratskhelia.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now that's well seen too. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pedri. 5 minutes left on the clock. And here's Kvaratskhelia.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. Well, it's seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
There will be 3 minutes.
Kvaratskhelia. Irwin.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And the number on the board is 3. Kvaratskhelia. And that's that. Barcelona can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Chance for a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Gamba Osaka with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what a climb! In he goes again! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. Tries to pass it through, and here's Mane. He's got away. Roberto Carlos was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Now it's Hullet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been won straight back. And here's Mane. And he's on his way. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Cannavaro has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, he pushed his luck to the very limit, and the refs just lost patience with him.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, he's very much the go-to guy. This is right up his street.
Summerslide! He went for the curler. Makalele picks it up from the goal kick. Gamba Osaka are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Donadoni, and he's forced to go back. Pass is just off target. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Now, can they get him away?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Donadoni was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Raul is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Gamba Osaka.
That's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Fallen! Crossbar comes to the rescue. That was travelling. Donadoni. Searching pass he's played there. Cannavaro cuts it out. Pull it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Mane. And he's away. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Gamba Osaka leading 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more.
Gamba Osaka really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
And there's the shot!
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Mane, and it's Hullet. Looking for options for movement. And that has been clubbed away. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Cafu. Over to the other side. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Donadoni. He's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protection.
Tries a shot! He scores! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Gamba Osaka are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Gamba Osaka are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And here's Mane. Cross into the box. A header! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Gamba Osaka presented with a golden opportunity here. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the... Calm as you like, and they're running away with it! Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Gamba Osaka find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Pull it. Soboslai. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cafu. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played, well played. And Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Pullet finds himself offside.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Nice looking ball. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw.
Join me in wishing
Mane
all the best
picking
to
up the
members
Man of the
of our
Match
fan
award,
club
and no
celebrating
surprise.